Hello boys and girls, and welcome to lesson 7-8, using counters to show account balances. Account balances meaning you either have a plus or you have a minus, which would be a debt. A plus means you have money in your account. If you have a negative, it means you owe money. Okay, so you have a debt. Let's take a look at this lesson by using the counters. Okay, we're going to use the positive counters and the negative counters. Okay, a positive counter is cash. For each one you have $1. A negative is you have one in debt. You owe one. Okay, your account balance, if you have money, it's in the black. Okay, if you have additional money. If you owe money, it's in the red. Okay, you never want to be in the red. Okay, so make sure you only use the money that you have. Try not to borrow money. Okay, suppose you have this set of counters. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positives and 3 negatives. These 3 negatives are going to cancel out 3 positives. So what is your balance? Okay, if these 3 take out these 3 right here, what is your balance? Okay, are you in the red or in the black? Okay, go ahead and write those down. Remember, if you have plus, you're in the black. If you have negatives, you're in the red. Okay, use plus and minus counters to show an account with a balance of plus $5. Draw a picture. So you're going to need to draw a picture using both positive and negative to show a plus 5. Got it? Okay. You can go ahead and make your own, and we'll check our different ones in class. Okay. Just make sure that the negative weighs out or balances out the positive. Okay, and that way you can make sure that you have 5 positives no matter what negatives or positive you have. Okay, continuing on. Okay, we'll continue doing the same with number 3 and number 4. For number 3, you're going to use the positive and negative counters to show an account with a balance of $8. Okay, so draw $8. You're going to have, sorry, is that negative 8? I'm sorry. There was something in the way there. With a negative $8. Okay, negative 8. Make sure that when they cancel each other out, you have 8 negatives. Got it? And then for number 4, use plus and negative counters to show an account with a balance of 0. Draw a picture to show the counters. That should not be too hard. You should need to have the same amount of positives and the same amount of negatives, and they will cancel each other out, and you will have a 0. Okay, no surplus, no debt. Got it? Okay, let's continue on to page 233. Alright, on page 233, we're going to work from questions 1 to 3, 1, 2, and 3. Okay? Okay, on page 233, we're going to look at questions 1, 2, 3. In order to add and subtract positives and negatives, make sure to follow the 3 steps that we came up with in class. The first step is locate the number. You are at positive 8, okay? And then you're going to look and face the direction. Okay, the first step is locate, you're positive 8. Then you're going to, the second step is face the direction. You're going to face the positive direction. But then the third step, if it's a plus sign, you walk forward. If it's a negative sign, you walk backwards. It's a negative sign. So you're facing the positive direction, but you're going to walk backwards 2 steps. So it's actually 8 minus 2. Got it? Go ahead and use this formula to solve 1, 2, 3. For questions 4 to 11, you must even out the equation. Make sure that if you have 50 plus negative 30, which is 20, right? This here has to equal 20, but don't just write the number 20. Come up with an equation that will also give you 20. Okay? Come up with an equation that you could say 60 plus negative 40 would give you 60. We'll give you 20. And that's what you want to make sure that you put on there. Okay? That would be 4 to 11. Okay, and now let's put in a couple of key answers here. I'm looking at number 11. Okay, let me zoom that in a little. Number 11. We have negative 17 plus negative 17. Okay, you have 17 little negatives and another 17 negatives. So those 17 negatives with another 17 negative is going to give you negative 34, right? Or like we've said in class, you go out and you spend $17, and then you see something else that is also $17, so you buy it, and now you have spent $34. So you are negative $34 than you were before you went out of your house. before you went out to go shopping. But now I want to make another equation that will give me the same thing. So that will give me negative 34. Let's make that the key answer. So I am thinking, I came up with one, and let's say I have negative, let me make it black. Black, okay. Negative 96 minus what is it? 62. Negative 96 minus means plus 62. Brings me all the way down to negative 34. And these two are equal. Okay, go ahead and try that with the others. Okay? Try to fill it out. Let's go back to another key answer here. Okay, the out rule is going to be, if the in is negative 36, okay, if you look here, in is negative 36 plus negative 12. Well, what's negative 36 plus negative 12? Negative 12, you have negative 12 counters, 12 of those negative count, and you have negative 136 of those counters. What is going to be your answer? Well, you just add them together, and you have your negative 148. And there you go, boys and girls. This is a key answer, and number 11 is a key answer. Okay? Let's take a look at number 13. Okay, and now we're going to look at how positive numbers and negative numbers play a role in our lives. And here we have an example of the weather, okay? So, the temperature at sunset, okay, at dusk, okay, was 13 Celsius. Okay, that's positive 13 above zero. A little cool, but nice. During the night, the temperature dropped 22 Celsius. During the night, it got really cold. It dropped by 22. Dropped means negative. It went minus 22. Write a number model and figure out the temperature at sunrise the next morning. Okay? So we have 13. It's 13. Let's write the number model, right? Let's write it together. The number model is, we start off with 13. As you see right here, 13 Celsius. During the night, the temperature dropped. Okay, so you could say that it just went to minus 22. But because we want to work with the sequential number model, we're going to just put plus. This is what happened then. And then the temperature went down by 22. You see that? Okay, we have 13 and 13, and it went down by 22. It went down by 22. Okay? That equals, when we do that math, we get negative 9. So what is our answer? You could write this in words, or you could just write the number, but you could say, therefore, the temperature in the morning was negative 9 Celsius. Okay, this is another key answer, boys and girls. Alright, I hope this was helpful. Page 234 will be done and checked in class. See you tomorrow.